This is Mike with AskTractorMike.com. Today I'm at the University of Missouri Southwest Center, a research farm near Mount Vernon, Missouri, and they're having a field day. And I'm speaking with Tim Schnockenberg. And Tim, what's your title?
I'm an agronomy specialist with the University of Missouri Extension.
And the university system has resources for a lot of folks that you may not even know is out there. Farmers all know to go to university for good research and good information, and I'm not sure that all of my audience knows that is out there for them. My audience is by and large folks that have moved from the city out to the country, and a lot of them are going to be buying some kind of livestock. A lot of them buy the smaller, sheep, goats, like that. A lot of them will have cattle. A lot of them have horses. Yeah. And so they'll buy acreage, and they're out there. They put their cattle out there, or horses out there, or whatever. And then maybe they notice they're not doing so good. Maybe the grass is eaten down to the dirt, and they wonder, what can I do? Tell me what assets they have available for them in the land-grant university system with the University Extension.
Well, nationwide, the University Extension program has been here since 1914. We have specialists here in Missouri that can focus on forages, pasture, hay, row crops, livestock. We have some engineers scattered around the state as well. We have ag business specialists as well to help them with the business side of it, pasture rental rates and that sort of thing. And so just encourage people to tap into that resource. We're unbiased. We are research-based. And we have a super website that has a lot of our information on it. Extension.missouri.edu is a good place to go for Missouri MU guide sheets.
And that's in the state of Missouri. Other states will be a little bit different, but most states with a land-grant university have something similar to that.
Yeah, a lot of folks say, well, I get my information off the web. And you do, and that's where we've gone. I mean, Extension's on the web, and a lot of the information you'll see on the web is extension-based if you're looking for livestock and pasture and crop information. And so, if you see the edu on the end of the website address, you're pretty safe to know that there's an educational component to that, and most likely extension is involved.
And, I have a growing audience on YouTube, and people depend on me for information about tractors. And literally, I have no certification, and you run into this. I try to give good information, and I try to research my topics well. There's guys on the internet giving information that have no clue. And maybe it worked this year. Maybe it'll never work again, whatever they did. Maybe it works in my little area. It doesn't work north or south of here. There's a big variable. And that's why I encourage people, go to your local extension and find out what works in your area, because Missouri's a little different world than other places.
Exactly. And a lot of folks don't know we're here, but I think that if we can help people understand that you can get on the websites, you can go to the local extension centers and extension offices around the country, they're going to find professionals. They may not all be in your county, but they can direct you to the people that can help you and get some good information for you.
I don't think a lot of people realize how much difference there is. I have people ask me like agronomy questions or hay questions, and what works right here. Yeah. You don't have to go very far to be in a different temperate zone, different soil conditions.
Yeah, here at the field day we're talking about Bermuda grass in southwest Missouri, and some of the variety recommendations that we give here are going to be different if you go further north of here or if you go south. And so, it depends upon the region that you're in, and your local extension office can help guide you in the right direction on those.
Now, if I'm one of these guys who's moved out to the country, and like I said, I'm struggling with my forage, my pasture, will a guy like you come out and look at it and tell me what I'm doing wrong?
In many cases, we can come out. As long as it fits our schedule, okay, we'll be glad to come out. We do make farm visits, and sometimes there's only so much you can do over the phone. And for us to be in the field looking at a pest problem or trying to determine the stand of forage that you have or a crop issue, that's really the only way it's going to get done. Now, more and more though too, we have people that will send photos in to us, pictures, because we serve a large area and sometimes it's hard to get to everyone. But more and more when it comes to weed or insect disease problems, we'll say, send us a picture, and we'll start with that. And if we can't go from there, go with that, we'll switch over to coming out.
A lot of people probably don't know this too. If I'm a farmer and I've been working with Extension for years and years, I know what you do, and I have a pest like in this area, like I'm thinking army worms, and army worms can just defoliate a field and they're moving across. Well, if I call you, you're going to know other people in my area.
We try to keep our finger on the pulse, and most of the time we'll get, not everybody calls us, but we do when there's an emergency like that. It's hard to get the word out quickly unless we're on social media or something. But we you know, we've heard the stories already of what's going on over in this county and that county, and we've already been researching to try to figure out the solution to the problem. So we'll do our best to help out.
On folks that are moving out to the country that you visit, what's their big questions?
I've got 20 acres and I want to make a living. And it's challenging. And I always up front and say economy of scale is a killer. It really is. Yes, you can make a living. I know people that have 12 acres and can make a living on 12 acres. But labor is a huge deal, and it can be done, but you've got to be a full-time, well, don't always have to be full-time, but you can turn some income, mainly in vegetables and things like that, on small acreages. But if you're trying to raise cattle on 12 acres, not going to work very well unless you're trying to feed your own family, maybe. But we can help guide you on you know, essential things that need to be done with the vaccination programs, or your vet, along with your veterinarian on that, or feed rations, or hay quality, pasture quality, weed problems in the pastures. Do you have a stand of grass that's going to be effective for your class of livestock or not? You know, questions like that can kind of get you started.
All right, Tim, thank you very much. Use your extension service. Find out what's out there. It's a lot of times it's a whole lot, and I shouldn't say this because I make my living off of YouTube, but it's a whole lot better information than you'll get off YouTube. And if you patronize the extension center in your area, you're going to get information that is pertinent to your area. And I can't stress enough, there is a big difference. If it works in Maine, if it works in Texas, it may not work here. So anyway, I survive on web traffic. I appreciate you watching my videos, and I'd be honored if you'd subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. And if you have questions or comments, put them below. I'll try to answer them. Thanks for watching.